So hi everyone and welcome back. Thank you for being here with me. I am Lou and this is a Igniting Your Spark reading. It is remember the 5th of November, Guy Fawkes night, Bonfire night, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure it's celebrated anywhere else in the world, but here in the UK we do have Bonfire night on the 5th of November, all to do with Guy Fawkes trying to blow up the Houses of Parliament many years ago. So looking at that as the main theme, I'm looking at how you can ignite your spark, what you're needing to leave behind, what you are needing to recognize within yourself, just different little things like that. I am offering this as a private reading, so if you are enjoying this one, then please do feel free to contact me on the email address which is listed below, to contact me so that you can have your own personal reading too. So let's get into these cards. Okay, so the angels. How can we, as a collective, ignite our sparks? What do we need to know to ignite our sparks within? Please remember, if you are liking, do remember that thumbs up to say you are liking. Drop me a comment if you want to share anything. And if you haven't done so and you feel called to, then please do subscribe. I do post up every single day, so there's always something new on the channel for you. Okay, so let's see what we have, shall we? Okay. Okay, so the first card that we have out is the Vanity card, and this is about what you need to be releasing, what you need to be letting go of, letting it stay in the earth and letting it transmute at this time. Now, Vanity, I'm very much being drawn towards those feelings that you are better than other people. This is not, it's not necessarily saying that you are more beautiful than them. Being vain when I was growing up was always sort of like the thinking that you're wonderful, that you're God's gift, etc. Now, we are actually all God's gifts. With this Vanity, what I'm feeling is this is about you and how you see yourself. But it's not just about how you see yourself, it's how you see yourself in relation to others. It's that feeling more superior, that not understanding the concept that other people are on their own paths, that they are traveling their own way, that they are needing to heal themselves in order to reach a higher level. You may be more ascended, more awakened in your eyes, but you do not know where they started out on their path. They could have come through so much and grown so much that they have ascended much further than what you have, because you started at an already higher level than them. So what I'm feeling here is time to just let go of that energy of thinking you're better than other people. And yeah, you're not going to like it, so I'll probably get some dislikes on this video, but this is what's coming out. What we need to do is recognise that we are all equal, that we are all here playing our own part, and it's by playing our own part that the world works in the way that it does. You are leading people, others are leading you, etc. It is how a bigger picture. It's like an orchestra. You don't just listen for one note, one instrument in that great big orchestra. You listen to everything, because everything works in harmony. And this is letting go of that thing of thinking that you are an individual, that you need to be better, that you need to be in competition to others. This is about releasing that need to be individual. Yes, be your own individual, authentic self, but it's that releasing that non-connectedness. This is about you being connected. So we have what will light your spark, and we have the Passion card. So as this is a collective reading, I cannot go through all the passions that you could be feeling at this time. But as a whole, this is just saying connect to your passion. Connect to what is in your heart. What is calling you within your heart? Is there something you need to do? Is there something that you are compelled, you feel like you're driven towards it? It could be as simple as having a nice home and having your children around you, etc. That could be your purpose here on earth, is to be a mother, a father, a carer, a fosterer, an adopter. It could be anything. Where is your heart leading you? What is your heart crying out for? Follow what brings you joy, what makes you happy. It could be just going out and having those nature walks, going out and connecting with Mother Earth, just feeling the wind in your hair, etc. Whatever brings you joy, whatever brings you that passion, go and do it, because that is what is going to spark you up. That is what is going to make you move forward. That is what's going to bring you the inspiration to go a little bit further. Where are you heading? So we're heading towards the acceptance card. Now, accepting, it goes very well with this Vanity card and what I was saying about how you're seeing yourself as that individual. This is about accepting yourself. It's about accepting others as well. So when it comes to accepting others, this is you recognizing that, yes, they're on their own separate path. Their path may not be the same as yours. To be quite honest, no one's path is identical. There is no two people with the same path. We are all here with our own individual purposes and paths and purposes to live out. What I'm also feeling is this is about accepting who you are and feeling who you are, just being sure of yourself, knowing that, yes, we've all made mistakes. Every single one of us, not one of us is perfect. And this is you accepting that, yes, you've made mistakes, but from those mistakes, you have grown, you have become more. You are heading towards that energy of just understanding that everything is how it should be at this point in time, that everything is good. And yes, you may have been through hard things, but you're coming round. You have learnt, you have gained knowledge, you have taken these lessons and used it for your highest good. So what is within you that other people do not see? Now I have this recovery card, and what I'm feeling here is that bounce back ability. Okay, there may be days where you have been struggling so very hard, and you've had enough. It's almost like you feel like giving up. It could be that you've been through lots, because that's what I'm feeling with this recovery. For some of you, this could be related to alcohol, substance addictions, etc. But as a whole, what I'm really feeling from this is just that bounce back ability. It's like whatever comes at you, it may knock you down, but each time you are getting up. And that is what other people are seeing. You may not see it that way. You may see yourself as still struggling, but others are actually looking at you and thinking, wow, how do they keep going? How do they keep going when they've had this thrown at them, when they've had that thrown at them, when they've had to deal with this, when they've had to deal with that, etc. And I'm really feeling that you need to recognize your strength, because this recovery is all coming from your inner strength. It takes a lot of strength, a lot of courage to actually do this recovery, to keep going when things keep knocking you down. It's like with the I'm just seeing the pins in a bowling alley. It's sort of like they're getting knocked down repeatedly every single night, every single day. They're up and down, up and down, up and down. And yes, sometimes they need a help to be picked back up. But this is you. You are like that bowling pin. You are literally being knocked over and you are getting up. You're being knocked over and you're getting up. And even if you can't see it, you have such a strong core, that courage, that strength to just keep going. And it is being recognised by others, but you're not recognising it yourself. So how can you recognise the star that you are? we have the forgiveness card. It's time for you to start forgiving yourself. As I said with these cards earlier, none of us are perfect. We've all been through a lot of things in our lives. We have done things that are not good. We have done things that have harmed others. We have done things or just said things that have made other people feel bad, etc. And what I'm feeling is this is a time for you to forgive yourself. If you want to shine, the only way you can shine is by accepting yourself. We do have that acceptance card here, moving towards that energy where you just accept that you are who you are. You've been through a lot, but you keep getting back up. You're stronger because of it. You are more self-assured because of it. You've learnt the lessons, what you needed to do. Now it's time to forgive. It could be forgiveness of others too. Just understand that they acted in a way that was in alignment with themselves at that time. They too are learning. Okay, they acted in a way that was appropriate to them, depending on where they are on their path. This is about you being that bigger person and being able to forgive it and move on. But mostly I am feeling it is a time for you to start forgiving yourself. When you can really start forgiving yourself, when you can start accepting yourself, knowing that yes, you've been through all of this, but you just keep going and you keep going and see that inner strength within you. I feel that that is when you are going to light that spark, when everything is sort of like just going to all come together. But in order for it to all come together, you do need to be forgiving yourself and accepting yourself exactly as you are at this time. And also as you were previously, before you learnt the lesson you needed to learn. So I'm going to pull a final card. What final message do we have when it comes to igniting the spark of the collective? What do we need to know? One final message, one message above all messages. There we go. We have a mate with justice. Okay, so basically what is happening now is you are starting to get your justice. You've been through a lot. You've been knocked down, you've jumped back up again, you've carried on working, you're letting things go, you're trying to follow your passion, etc. This is justice. This is what's coming in for you is going to be in alignment with how you are acting and behaving. Let's have a look. Where are we, mate? So if I hold that just there for you, I will read from the book. It says, mate, justice. Justice will be done for the good of all. Take responsibility for your actions. The chaos in your life will end. Natural order will be restored. In the ancient Egyptian view of the world, the goddess Mate brought laws to chaos. She created and judged every natural law in the universe, making her one of the most powerful deities. Mate's power determined the movements of the tides, the seasons, and the rotations and pathways of the planets and stars. She also made the final judgment on a soul after death, and so she was respected by the living. Ancient Egyptians worshipped her as a goddess, but also as a principle and a process enacted in their lives. You didn't just worship Mate, you lived Mate. It was said that after death, the body journeyed under the care of Anubis or other underworld protectors and was presented to Mate in the underworld. The soul was housed in the heart, and Mate weighed the deceased heart on a set of golden scales. Her white ostrich feather was the counterbalance. If the soul was light-hearted and thus had respected all the Creator's laws, it was admitted to the afterlife to enjoy eternal life and eventual reincarnation. If the soul weighed more than Mate's feather, it was eaten by the lion goddess Amit. As the embodiment of righteous law on earth, The pharaoh often wore the symbols of mate to indicate his role as lawmaker and justice giver in alignment with the goddess. In more modern times, the symbol of justice is a beautiful woman carrying a set of scales reflects the original imagery of mate. Allow mate to create order and justice in your life. She is an excellent listener and brings an energy of great clarity. If you are dealing with rules being made or broken and punishments carried out, you should pay special homage to mate. If you are involved in anything legal, offer a prayer to her. Even if you are simply dealing with authority figures, peers or family, mate can ensure your treatment is fair. The shadow side, which is the card in reverse. We now live in a society where people constantly blame others and seldom themselves for things that happen. Some would say the immediate reaction to point the finger at someone has replaced common sense. Mate reminds us that the justice she deals is natural justice. She requires that we take personal responsibility. True forgiveness of transgression can only occur after an honest admission. Okay, so this is talking about the forgiveness as well, about being true to yourselves, acknowledging that yes, you have made mistakes. Don't be putting it on someone else. With this vanity card, that could very much be seen as putting the blame on others, that you are too superior, you acted in a way that was the best way, when really you played your own part in it too. So this is really about forgiveness. How can you ignite that spark in your life? By forgiving yourself, by accepting yourself, knowing that what you did, whatever it is that you are needing to forgive, was done from a place where you were at that time. You have learnt from that. You have grown from that. And if the similar situation came up, you would deal with it in a different way now. But at that time, then, you dealt with it how you best knew how to deal with it, with the tools that you had at that moment. So forgive yourself, let it go, accept yourself as you were then, and accept yourself now as you are, as you have grown, as you are becoming. Okay, so that is your message. I hope you have liked it. Again, I am providing these on a personalised basis. So if you are looking at getting a personalised video reading from myself, then do contact me on that email address below. If you are liking the video, please give me that thumbs up. Click on subscribe if you haven't done so before. And having said that, take care of yourselves. Go and ignite your spark. Have fun, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.